James Emanuel, and on deck, Greg Feinsmith.
My name is James Emanuel. I spent 25 years in law enforcement, most of that time as a Suffolk County police officer. I worked for airline.
Use the mic.
Years, traveled the United States. You know, I have to be
Sorry, sir, just be closer to the mic.
I have to be perfectly blunt with everybody here. What's going on in Suffolk County right now is no different than what's going on in California or Colorado or Florida. It's a consistent pattern all over the country where red light camera companies are being brought in, always by the Democratic Party, and I've researched this. Not one case in the United States have Republicans introduced legislation to bring in red light cameras. It's always the Democratic Party. What's happened here all over the United States, these camera companies come in, they immediately, when they camera up these intersections, they change the timing of the traffic signal. They've done this all over Suffolk County. I'm more than familiar with the traffic signals in Suffolk County. And when I see yellow signals go from 5.9 seconds to 2.9 seconds, it makes a dramatic difference. On the right turn on red situation, all these camera companies have the same problem. It's not a problem for them, it's a problem for us. Camera cannot discern the difference between a brief stop and a 2 to 3 second stop. So that's how they're making their money. I have no faith. I mean, I praise Legislature Trotter and Kennedy, who fought the good fight here and over again are standing up to try and help the citizens of this county. But truthfully, as long as we have a Democratic majority in this county, we're going to be stolen from as citizens. You guys are going to pick our pockets because you need our money. As Newsday says, the county's in financial crisis. This county will never get out of financial crisis. This is the most heavily taxed county in the United States, one of the richest counties in the United States. But all our money is gone because the Democratic Party takes it from us and spends it on people in return for votes. And this is what's going on in Florida. This is why they were taken out in Boynton Beach last year. It's what's going on in California. It's what's going on in Colorado. Whether it's Red Flex, Xerox, American Traffic Solutions, these companies meet with you Democrats every single time. They have dinner with you, they give money to you, and inevitably their camera systems are installed, and this is going on everywhere. I made it a habit to watch this all over the country, and I have no hope here in Suffolk County. I don't care how many people are hurt, I don't care how much the accident rate goes up. As long as we have a Democratic majority and the people in this county don't get out and vote and knock you guys out of there, they're going to have to submit themselves to be stolen from at every level of county government. Thank you.
Excuse me, I have a question for you. So, excuse me, sir, I have a question for you. Thank you.
Surely.
Mr. Emanuel, so you said that when the cameras were installed, and I wrote that down because I want to ask the engineers, when the cameras installed, the interval, the yellow light interval was shortened.
Correct. I mean, as a Suffolk County police officer, I had the timing of most intersections in this county down. I mean, I covered the entire county. We knew how to time the intersections. And then, as an example, an intersection on Route 347, it's a 55-mile-an-hour zone in many places. You had 5.9 second yellow signal to give you the time for your initial perception time, which is usually about a second to a second and a half. Your reaction time, depending on your age, was just 3/4 of a second to a second and a quarter. And then your stopping distance, which was laws of physics. So at 55 miles an hour, you're moving at about 82 foot per second. The problem is what the camera companies come to do to make money is they shorten that yellow signal. So by shortening the yellow signal, even a second or two makes a dramatic difference. You cannot stop in time. Now, there's intersections in this county, Carlton Avenue and Suffolk Avenue is an example, where the signal will go over 2 seconds. Now, what I do, personally, like all the police, I report it as the hazard it is, try to throw it back on you guys, whether you care or not, I don't know. But inevitably, you can stand at one of these intersections, and I've done it, I videoed it. People go through that red signal at every cycle of the intersection, without exception. At least one vehicle will go through. Certain times a day, 2 vehicles will go through. So a hazard is being created, and then a hazard is being fined. So I don't believe all this nonsense about everybody worrying about public safety. Because, you know, to be perfectly frank with you, I'm all over the country now. I've connected the dots. It doesn't matter where you are. And the other question I have, and I'm really curious in this county, in California now, they found out there's a special list that's kept that exempts many vehicles from the red light camera system. Over 1.5 million vehicles in California. And I'm curious, it's going on in about every municipality where these traffic cameras are installed. Certain vehicles are exempted from the camera system. Now, I'm not making the accusation here. I don't have proof of it. But it's going on almost everywhere, including in Chicago. So I'm curious to see where this all winds up. Because I believe these systems are strictly about money. This county is financially strapped, I understand it. But you guys spend way too much money. That's the reason we're financially strapped. I mean, it's not a matter of the tax base not being there or not being taxed enough. Forgive me for being long-winded, sir, I'm sorry.
So the question I had about the interval, do you think once the cameras are removed, the interval of the yellow light is restored?
It was done so on 347. When the cameras were removed, that interval was changed back again. As an example, at Terry Road and with 347, the interval was changed. It was knocked down to about a 3-second yellow. Once the cameras were removed from that intersection, the interval went back up to a little over 5 seconds. Normal interval is not 2.5 seconds or 3 seconds. And that's what's going on. The camera companies are doing this at every single opportunity, and Xerox is not the only one. It's being done everywhere.
All right, thank you.
I'm sorry, sir.
Greg.